Speaking of.
We didn't know if you were going to dial in or not.
What's that?
We didn't know if you were dialing in or not.
No. I just got stuck in some traffic.
I have some for you to sign in after we're done with here.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, we're live.
Okay, we're ready to go at 7?
Yep.
All right, we'll go ahead and call this meeting of the Manassas Park Planning Commission to order for December 9th, 2020. Let the roll call reflect that all commissioners are present. And I just want to announce that in the audience is pending Commissioner Michael Beckett. He's with us. Thanks for joining us tonight, Michael. Commissioner Evans, could you lead us in the invocation and pledge of allegiance, item 3?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Drop this down a little bit. Okay. We have an agenda before us. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? That motion carries. We have an agenda. Item 6 is citizen time. Anyone in the audience, citizen time? Okay, we'll move on. Item 7 is new business. We have item 7A, nomination and election of chairperson. Is there a motion from the floor?
You missed the minutes.
Oh, I did. I blew right through it, didn't I? Let's back up. Apologies. Item 5, adoption of minutes for October 14th. Is there a motion on the minutes from October 14th?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion or correction of the minutes? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? That motion carries. Now we're down to 7. So as we go into 2021, I should have set the context a little bit. As we go into 2021, we'll need to identify a new chairperson and vice chairperson for the Planning Commission. So item 7A is nomination and election of chairperson for the Planning Commission. Is there a motion?
I would like to make a motion for Lester as chairperson.
Second.
Motion for Lester Finkel to serve as chairperson, and a second. Mr. Finkel willing to serve?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Happy to.
Thank you very much. Any discussion or questions? With that, I'll call the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you for serving, Lester.
Welcome. Appreciate it.
And that's to effective January 1, 2020, 2021. Yeah. Item 7B is nomination and election of vice chairperson. We have a motion.
I'd like to nominate John Evans.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? John, before I call a question, just willing to serve?
Good.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Appreciate that.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you both for serving in a leadership role in the Planning Commission. Item 7C is a little awkward to call here from the chair position. Recognition for years of service for being involved here, so I don't know. I don't have any backup material.
Yes, I am. The city would like to honor your years of service, and I'm hoping you do have some people who would like to say some kind words and bid you farewell and on to different pastures, if you will, for your years of service. We do have a plaque that we would like to give you for your years of service. Here, which I
Thank you all.
present to you.
Come over there. Thank you very much.
And if you would like to say a few words, since you've come up to accept that.
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you. I really appreciate the recognition tonight. So it's the last sort of city and community service item that I've had for a little while. Just want to say I've enjoyed it, and encourage anybody who's thinking about community service or city service or government service, elected, appointed, anything like that, do it. It's very rewarding. It's been rewarding for me both personally and professionally. And I'm very humbled again that everybody took the time to provide this tonight. So thank you very much.
I like to say something like that.
I think citizen time's closed.
Yeah. I'm not a citizen here, so.
Go ahead, Dean. Thank you.
No, I just wanted to say I really have enjoyed working with you over the years. I've known Brian since I first got here, or shortly thereafter. You were on the school board when I first got here, and then you quickly moved over to the city council, and then became vice mayor. And so in that capacity, I worked with you for some time, and then I've worked with you on the planning commission. And you've also always been a very good voice of reason. You grew up here, you had the city's heart, or in your heart, and I think you always put the city first and provided very good ways forward. So I just wanted to say publicly, I really appreciate working with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dean. I appreciate your kind words.
Very welcome.
All right. So item 8, unfinished business, none. Report of special committees, none. And then Mickey, I think that we have update.
Yes, I just
Okay, a
wanted
few
to
things.
update you on a few items that would be of interest. We did the floodplain maps for Prince William County and Manassas Park are being updated. So we did send notices to all the residents who have floodplain on their property, that stating that they are being updated. There is actually, since it's a federal government program, there will be a 90-day appeal period at some point. That hasn't happened, so this is kind of the notice before the official notice to let everybody investigate their property and the floodplain. There is a link to the FEMA maps that show actually the changes from what they used to be to where they what the new maps are going to be. So if anybody has any questions, I'm talking to the audience who may be listening to us tonight, please call the city offices, either myself or our engineering services manager, Alan, who's more versed in this than I am, can answer people's questions, and we do encourage everybody to call. We will send out another notice for the appeal period, and in concert with this, once the maps get adopted, we will also be updating our floodplain ordinance. So we'll go hand in hand with the maps, because the local jurisdictions have to adopt these maps as well. But that will be over the next few months, so we'll just have to wait for that, and it should be hopefully completed certainly by the end of 2021. But that's a long time coming for the floodplain ordinance, and we are very happy to get these new maps. And then secondly, just for your knowledge, you remember there was a conditional use permit for the waste transfer facility as well as a site plan. They are moving towards construction. We're in the last final stages of getting all of the development permits and bonding in place. So they should be starting construction within the next week or two. So you'll might see that if you go down to the Connor Center. But that is a fairly large building that they will be constructing. So that's good news. And just so the downtown development is moving forward, they submitted 3 site plans. One is for the residential component of Phase 1A, which is on the south side of Park Center Court. Or I guess that would be excuse me, I got my directions wrong. That's the east side of Park Center Court. And then the commercial component is the second site plan, which includes the City Hall building. And they've also submitted the commercial component of the Phase 1B, which is on the opposite side of Park Center Court. So those are all pending review, and so hopefully we can complete them and get them to the approval point where we can bring them back to the Planning Commission for a recommendation. And then finally, I just wanted to end with the Palisades, just a little update on that development. We just actually approved another extension request for their performance agreements for 6 months. However, we do believe this is hopefully the end for the Oxford Palisades for being involved with that development. As you may be aware, there was some litigation between the two property owners for the residential component, which is constructed, the apartment complex, there's 304 units there, and then there's an commercial component which is not constructed, that land is vacant. There has been litigation, but they did agree to a settlement earlier this year, and what was agreed upon was to divide the property into 2 different phases through a site plan revision, and that way phase 1 can consist of the apartment and residential part of the property, where Oxford can finish that and get off bond and complete that development. And phase 2, which is the commercial property and its owner, will have a separate phase unto themselves. So when they develop the property, they will have to obtain their own bonds. Now, they will also have to submit a new site plan as well. So that will be under their control. And we do anticipate that this will happen within the next 6 months. So I've been working on this development since I've started here in 2016.
Oh, wow.
So, and the apartment component has been completed for some time. So hopefully we can basically separate these 2 uses and make both parties happy and have Oxford move on. Oxford has actually sold the property. It is under a different ownership at this point, but they are still the responsible developer for the site. So those were my updates for you. Did anybody have any questions or comments?
Okay, thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we are down to item number 11, unless there's any other business to come before the Planning Commission. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. If you'll indulge me, I'm gonna bring this over here. I don't know if I've ever actually used it. I don't think I've ever used it to gavel. Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? We stand adjourned.
Is that the shortest meeting on record?
It's one of the
Like
shortest.
9 minutes?
Pretty good, yeah.